Dyslexic genius here. Now that we have the motor off, the motor board, we're going to take everything apart. We need to get the governor out first. But to make sure that we don't have tension on the springs, you can turn it this way and you can turn it this way. There's nothing. Now I know that there is a broken spring. So what you first do is you take these two screws out. Yes, I wear rubber gloves because I don't want to get my hands all greasy and dirty. Two little screws. And we're going to take a little brass hammer and we're just going to give this a little tap. Okay, nothing's moving. So that means the bearings are glued in place from the oil residue left over originally, and what that does, it hardens up. So we have to give it a little shot of WD-40 in the hole, and we'll let those sit. But now that we know that the governor, these two end bearings don't want to move and we don't want to break the casting, I'm going to let that sit overnight. But I know now that there's no tension on the spring because one of the springs are broken. We will take off the spring barrel, which is very easy on these. So all you do is take the motor, flip it up like this, and we take those two screws out. And these are special to these. Now this in casting will just slide off just like that. Now you can see all the wear marks in here from the lack of oil. See the shiny dark lines? That means this thing hasn't been oiled in years. Now what we're going to do, we'll set that over there. Now you have this, and this should just pop out. There we go. So the spring barrel will just slide out like that. We've come off the winding crank gear. And now we run that over to the other side, and we can see we have wear marks in here in the castings. So we'll set this aside on the magnetic trays gently. Now what you do is you take that screw out of the governor drive gear.
That bottom screw?
This bottom screw. I want to do a smaller screwdriver. I'll take this out. We have to hold the spindle shaft because the governor's still in there.
And the governor's still in there because it's frozen in place.
Yep. Oh man, they tighten that one down. Yep. So we're gonna have to work around the governor to get it apart. Screws out. And we'll just, okay, that's all frozen. So all this is glued in from the residue or the varnish from the old oil. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna give a shot of WD-40 here in the two holes. Soak it well. We're gonna redo the governor again. WD-40 will just eat through that varnish, that old varnish. I'll show you here in a minute. You spray that on. Take a clean finger. It just takes off the grease. So we'll let that soak overnight. I'm going to take this screw out. I'm going to take a small screwdriver and we're going to get rid of the oil. See the junk? We're going to open the screw.
Clean the gunk out of the slot before you try to take it out.
Yep, and then we're going to take this off. And that one's stuck on too. Well, I have ways, trust me. Remember I talked about the pliers and the hole? Need a smaller one. Maybe this one will work. Nope. That's why I bought this. It's gonna go. Nope, that one's gunked up too. Okay, gonna spray that. We're gonna shoot WD-40 down the spindle shaft where it goes into the casting right here. And we'll reshoot everything with WD-40. And we will come back tomorrow after it soaks up. And that's my tip for the day.